Well, hello, and welcome to Sports by Compion Pick'em Edition. I'm back, and so is Corey with another week of picks. The man who comes in here and gives us his football knowledge. It may not be the best knowledge, but it's delivered handsomely.
It's true.
Corey, welcome back to the show, and of course, thank you for joining us, as always, our co host himself.
It's true. If I don't give you my half baked knowledge, how would you get this half baked knowledge with my particular brand and spin on it? It'd be so confusing for you. It'd be like, what does Corey think about this? What half baked thoughts does he have on these topics?
Right.
I wouldn't be there to give them to you. So really, you guys are very lucky you're here to get these half baked thoughts.
Absolutely. And speaking of half baked thoughts, we are doing a pre-recorded episode of Sports by Compion Pick'em. That's right. We are sitting here, not even at the end of Week 11, Corey. There's still Monday Night Football tonight. We still don't know if the Cowboys are going to beat the Raiders. We both hope so because that's who we picked, but we don't know for sure. So just a preamble, people. We are sort of future guessing here, if you will. We won't know what has happened in Week 12 at the time of the recording of this one. But we're doing it because I will be in New Zealand and we need to keep the content coming for you loyal Sports by Compion fans who
Gotta
tune
have
in
the
week
hot
in and
videos, man. Hot
week
videos
out.
got to keep coming. You can't
Dude, we're
not
good.
have the videos coming your way.
Like, we can't show you what Mr. Shades picks, but we show you our picks. And, like, I feel like that's important too, right, Corey?
It's true. It's
Mr.
true.
Shades is always, like, picking the best picks, but we can't show you those. We can't. Sorry. But what we will show you is what me and Corey think will happen here in week 13. And let's get into it, Corey, as they say. This week starts off with a NFC North division rivalry. The Green Bay Packers are likely traveling to Ford Field to take on the Detroit Lions for this game. As you can see right now, both these teams are sitting at 6-3-1, and the Detroit Lions at 6-4. I don't think that's fully updated. I think they haven't quite updated from Week 11 yet, where now they will be 6-5. No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they did update. Yeah, I think they did.
I think they both lost this week, didn't they?
Yeah. So I think I did update. So yeah, the freaking as of right now, the Bears are on top of the NFC North, which is pretty fucking hilarious. But in this particular instance, we won't know what happened in Week 12 between these teams, what they'll do, if some star player or whatnot will go down. But I'm assuming nobody will, Corey, and I'm assuming the Lions will get through Week 12 semi-healthy and go on to have the type of roster that could beat these very inconsistent Green Bay Packers, who are not scoring a lot of points on offense. As of Week 11, barely squeaked by the Giants. They actually beat the Giants. So yeah, I'm going Giant. I'm going future Lions here, Corey.
I think so, just because the Packers they started off with so much hype and now they're kind of fizzling a little bit.
Certainly. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a fizzle in the love game, if you will. Ha 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 ha
The
ha.
relationship wasn't meant to be.
It's funny. Anyway, Cowboys are hosting the Chiefs. We saw the Chiefs drop a hot one to the Denver Broncos here in Week 11. They're doing some stuff in Week 12, and then they're going to go on to play the Cowboys. Corey, they're playing your boys. Patrick Mahomes is probably going to need a win at this juncture. You know, even if he goes 6-5, he's not going to want to go 6-6. So I feel like that's going to really motivate him to take on a probably inferior Cowboys team who knows, you know?
I think at this point the Cowboys are kind of out of the playoffs, so it's kind of like a team playing to get back to the Super Bowl versus a team that's playing to, you know, make their $1 million paychecks.
Right.
So everyone's still going to be playing, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But
I
I,
gotta go Chiefs here, Corey.
yeah, you kind of just got to go Chiefs here.
You gotta go Chiefs here. It's too futuristic. We don't really know what's gonna happen, but we
Right.
assume
I'm
we know.
subject to change. Subject to change. I may pick the Cowboys closer to the time, but for now we're going Chiefs.
For now, we're going Chiefs. And another one that may be subject to change. If Joe Burrow somehow makes it back by this game, maybe I could see Cincinnati having a chance. But as of right now, the Cincinnati defense is absolutely horrendous. We saw Joe Burrow hit a bit of a wall in Week 11 here versus the Steelers. Now they take on a red hot Baltimore Ravens team who have pretty much just been winning everything since they came back from bye. I think we're going to go Ravens here, Core.
Yeah. Plus they got they have their starting quarterback back, and having a starting quarterback back is good. It's good for your team. Everyone likes it. So I'm
That's
gonna
true.
I'm gonna go Ravens.
Ravens here. We got another interesting matchup between the Bears and Eagles.
The
So
alliance finally breaks. Did you hear about the alliance with these guys?
there was an alliance.
The Bears beat everyone in the Eagles division, and the Eagles beat everyone in the Bears division. So they basically just
Ah,
so now they play each other, which I will say, the Eagles. That's more impressive that the Eagles did that than it is that the Bears beat everyone else in the Eagles division.
yeah, that's fair.
I still
That is a fair
can't
assessment.
really point to what's going on with the Bears. I can't tell if they're just now good for realsies or like if they're just I don't know. Like it feels like they're not good, but then they just do stuff and wins, and that confuses me. Um based
But
off
that's the
of
same thing you say about the Eagles. They are coasting with their defense right now. In the last couple games, they've put up 10 and 16, and they still won. We don't know what they'll do in Week 12, but they've basically scored 26 points and still won because
but
they've only given up freaking 15. So
that's kind of just that's always the Eagles though. It's the same as the Broncos. They're
yeah,
like, we're gonna barely score enough points on offense, and we're just not gonna let you score. Just no
yeah,
one score
basically.
any points, and we're just gonna kind of nibble you
No,
guys out in the
no
end.
one score any points at all. No one get
We're
crazy.
both gonna have low numbers. Mine's just gonna be slightly higher than yours, but still really low.
Still just a couple ahead.
So
Dude, I might change this later, but I'm gonna go Bears right now.
I kind of want to go Bears.
I want
I
to go
think
Bears, dude. I'm tired of these Eagles. I mean, I keep on picking against them and they keep on, winning anyway. But I
I
really think the
think
Bears might have a chance.
I think I'm mostly picking the Bears because the Bears just beat the Vikings, but
Yeah,
also they had your boy JJ over there, and I'm not sure he's really
I'm not sure he is
all
either.
his.
Meanwhile,
He's
Caleb
basically
Williams
a
is,
rookie at this point.
yeah, 100%. And Caleb Williams is doing some cool stuff in year two. He's starting
He's
to
doing
look
some
really
cool shit.
like a first overall pick.
It's like
You
having
know,
a real line is like good for him. I think.
yeah, yeah. So we're going Bears on the upset there. May change, may be subject to change. All these are subject to change, people. These are pre-recorded. We basically want you to hear our voices and talk about football that we don't know what will actually happen
It's
in this
kind of
time.
fun to hear like a prediction. Like
Yeah,
2 weeks from now,
yeah,
here's what I think is going to go on. Like think if
yeah.
we were
Which is
trying to predict this week, like at the beginning of the season.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, we know a little bit more about these teams. For example, I bet Shador Sanders will still be starting. Dylan Gabriel given the smallest leash of all time of any rookie quarterback, dude. Poor
Yeah.
bastard. Wasn't even terrible, but just no, we gotta get Shador out there, and at least the Shador fans can finally calm down a little bit because their prodigal son, their savior, if you will, got out there and had a very subpar performance in his first ever game. He obviously, I think, will be starting again this coming week in week 12, so we'll see. Maybe he could still do some stuff. But
Do you
I
think they
would
put him out
right
there again?
now am going
Probably.
49ers because other than Miles Garrett, the Cleveland Browns are just not very good at football right now.
Right. Well, I mean, apparently they have some defender that's in the running for defensive player of the year. I kind of lost track of defensive player of the year, but it's probably because all the good defenders are on weird teams like the Browns, just kind of doing their job quietly.
You talking about Garrett? Is he in the running? Because I haven't really heard about any other.
I'm sorry, not defensive player of the year, defensive rookie of the year.
Oh, yeah. Who do they have?
I think he's like a
Do they have
linebacker
like
or
a
something.
corner or a linebacker? Well, I'm glad we brought this guy up and we had no idea who he is.
Yeah, no, some dude from the Browns.
Great. Some rookie doing some really good stuff. Anyway, I'm going 49ers here, Corey. I think Brock Purdy might be back at this time. Mac Jones isn't doing terrible if he isn't. So who knows who the 49ers will have? Christian McCaffrey could go down any minute now.
Dude, exactly. It's honestly kind of strange he's still alive.
We're all shocked. I think it's really they had to sacrifice the rest of their team for Christian McCaffrey to
They
stay
have
healthy.
sacrificed their entire team and his brother to the
Yeah,
football gods to keep him on the field.
it's what had to be
But,
done.
it has to
Luke
be
McCaffrey
done.
understands.
Luke is like, all right. I mean, he did score more than me in like one game. He has more touchdowns than my entire career. So,
Yeah, it is what it is, Luke. Sorry. We got Titans. We got Jaguars. Jaguars absolutely slapped around the Chargers after I picked the Chargers to win that game. Didn't see that coming out of these Jaguars. Very wildly inconsistent team. Much like a lot of teams this year. Basically, everyone's inconsistent and crazy, and we don't really know what anything is, except for we do know the Titans are bad. We know the
We know
Titans are just not
we know
good at
they ass.
football. They ask. Their quarterback himself has said it. He doesn't believe, so why should we believe? I'm going Jaguars. Maybe they won't botch it in week 12 and they'll just be coming in with tons of momentum. Who knows?
I almost want to say the Titans win this just because the Jacksonville Jaguars seem like they'll find a way to like choke, and it is also a division game. I feel like if there's gonna be an upset game, it would be a division game, but it is still the Titans. There's no reason
They're
to
so
really believe
bad. The
in
only
them.
win they have was against the Cardinals, who really should have beat them. But just the black,
Yeah,
they
they
must have
just
done
gave
something
up
to
in the fourth quarter.
they pissed off the football gods in some way, the Cardinals for that game. Like there was no reason that they should have lost that game, and they just pissed off. I think it was the kid throwing the ball before the goal line. The
Yep,
gods frown
yep,
upon that kind of stuff. They
yeah.
really, really don't like
They
that
don't
kind of
like early
stuff.
celebrations.
No, they hate that kind of stuff. So I think he doomed them, and we've never heard from that kid ever since. Sad
Yeah,
times.
isn't he like
He's
a
like
receiver?
still with he's still over there. Like James Conner went down. They're still looking for an answer at running back, and none of the hobos are answering the bell.
Yeah,
I miss you, Connor. It was really
I
nice
try.
having you on my fantasy team for like 2 or 3 weeks there before you got injured.
I picked up one of their running backs, one of the Cardinal running backs, because they were playing the Cowboys, and I was like, "Look, if
Yeah, me
anyone
too.
gives up points to a fucking running back, it's the goddamn Cowboys." So I put in my boy Bam Knight, and he does fucking nothing. I dropped him immediately after. I'm like, "You're a
Me
loser. Get
too.
out of
I
here. You
also picked up
you
Bam
didn't
Knight.
make the team, sir. You failed your tryout."
I had to. I had to pick him up and
Because there's
start
some
him. I
other
didn't want
dude
to.
that like NFL was like, no, this guy, he's their guy, and I was like, all right, if he's their guy, it is the Cowboys after all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then no, it turns out he wasn't the guy. Some other guy put up way more points, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Why'd you lie to me, NFL?
We don't know who the guys are, dude. It's kind of like, well, I picked up Josh Palmer for the Bills and some dude named Shevers, who nobody knew until he just roast the Buccaneers in week 11. Anyway, future videos, we get it, people. Anyway, so we got a semi-interesting matchup here. AFC South division rivalry. We got the Texans versus the Colts. So by now, CJ Stroud might be back from concussion. But if it's Davis Mills, the long neck himself, they definitely don't have a chance. And even with CJ Stroud, I still would go Colts on this one. Although people are really picking a lot of the Texans. I don't know, man. Kind of crazy.
I think
I gotta
this
go
far
Colts.
in, I think it's like future predictions. Like these are probably predictions people put in at the beginning of the season.
Oh yeah.
Um, I I don't. I mean the Colts are like it is a division game, and the Texans are trying to have a comeback. They're doing that whole like, oh, we remembered that we were playing football. At
Yeah,
first, we
yeah.
thought this was like patty cake or something, but I still gotta go Colts. Doesn't matter really who they tried out there at quarterback. Like they're one of the top teams in the league right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to
Assuming
assume they're
that
gonna get
that
toppled by
Jonathan
like the
Taylor
mid
doesn't
team,
get injured in week 12, we're gonna go ahead and pick the Colts to win this game.
right?
All right, we got Saints. We got Dolphins. Saints are traveling to
Uh,
the Dolphins. I gotta go Dolphins here. Although sloppy, they are coming off of a win against the Commanders in Week 11. Sorry, once again. Um, and they just been finding ways to beat bad teams. Tyler Shook not looking bad. Already has upset one team going into their bye week, but
I was gonna say I was gonna
he did
pick the
upset
Saints
them.
just because of Shook,
Shook
and I
is
think
doing things
you
like
kind of
winning
have to
games.
you have to reassess the team once they get a new quarterback and they have a whole bye week to like ponder and plan and game plan with the new guy.
We might
I
make our change depending on what we see in Week 12, right?
Yeah, for now I'm going Saints though. I believe in Shook
Yeah, you might be right. I think I'm
for
also
no
going to go Saints
particular
on this.
reason other than
No particular reason. He is interesting, and I do
yeah,
want him to
he's a
throw the
cool
ball
dude.
to Chris Olave because I do have him in fantasy. So I'm I'm,
Right.
I'm here for that kind of stuff. We got the Falcons traveling over to the Jets. Falcons have had a really rough go. They lose a game in overtime to the Panthers in the time that we're filming this. So whatever the fuck. Um, Jets are a mess, dude. Garrett Wilson's probably still going to be on injury reserve for this game, so that sucks. And that's their main offensive weapon. And they got rid of everyone else. They're going back to Tyrod Taylor. Who knows if he'll still be starting or if they'll go back to Fields by this point? But I don't think it really matters. I'm going Falcons here.
Yeah, I think that's a good rundown.
Yeah, yeah. And after the Bucks are probably going to lose in Week 12 to the LA Rams, which is might be the first time all year I picked someone other than Bucks. Stay tuned for that episode, people. But anyway, watch it. It's already had come out. It's already come out. I'm going Bucks here. They're going to rally after being probably 6-5 coming into this game, knowing they have to win. Even if it's Kyler Murray, which I don't think it will be, he'll probably still be injured by that point. I think we find a way to beat the Cardinals, or this team is in real trouble, and it's time to hit the panic button and fire everybody. Yay!
You think fire everyone? You guys had such a good solid start.
Dude, it's getting a bit much with Todd Bowles. People are really like, can he ever win anything like big? Can we beat any real teams? And so far, the answer's been no. So,
Seems
and
greedy,
this
Steven.
thing that he's supposed to be like
You want
really
to
good
win
at,
real games?
the thing he's supposed to be like really good at, like defense, dude, like he's not doing that good. Like coming off week 11, once again, people absolutely shredded by Josh Allen, who put up six touchdowns, Corey. 3 on the ground, 3 in the air, over 300 yards passing. He's not looking good. So
Second time
this
in
is
NFL
definitely like
history
he's
someone's done
probably going
that.
to lose to the Rams. So you have to beat the Cardinals here and sort of get a rally. This is like the third or fourth time under Todd Bowles that we've had this skid of just losing a ton of games, and okay, now we got to rally these last couple games and can't afford to drop the bad ones. Is basically what it all comes down to. So I'm picking them to win this one. Might have to pick the Rams in that other one, dude. We'll see. Anyway, speaking of the Rams, they are traveling to the Carolina Panthers. Panthers have been upsetting people a lot in these type of games, and I'm sure if Jay Money was here, he would give us a whole intricate pitch about why the Panthers are going to pull off the upset again against the Rams. But dude, Matthew Stafford's playing some really good football right now, and he
I
has people to throw the ball to. It's looking good.
I can't believe Carolina actually turned out to be a good team this season. That's
I
so
know, right?
wild to me. Like
About time
just
though. Like they've
just
been drafted
enough
a while.
belief from your boy Jay Money, who just like he willed them into being
I
a good
think
team.
so. I think he has created some black witchcraft.
He
We're gonna
was
have to
just
ask
like
him about it.
he was just like, "What if they were good?" And I was like, "But they're not." And he's like, "But what if?" And we are
What
like, "You
if?
know what? What if, bro?" And then they just start fucking winning.
Dude, and then freaking like the week 11, Bryce Young just suddenly throws like
400
four
and
games worth
something
of passing
touchdowns.
yards. Like he's
Yeah.
been like throwing for 125 every game. And he's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm throwing for 400. We're winning the game, boys. So like, all right, Bryce.
Are you sure? Are we allowed? We're the Panthers.
They find themselves at the same record as the Buccaneers are probably going to have, dude. They're 6-5 right now. They're right on the Bucks. Fun times, Corey. We're finally going to get challenged for our NFC South freaking crown. And you know what? Maybe losing the division will be the best thing so we can move on from Todd Bowles because I just don't know if he has it in him, Corey. Did you know why? Go back to week 11. I'm sorry this is outdated, people, but freaking, how do you not go for it on 4th and 2 against the Bills? Like, our defense was just crumbling all day, and you're like, yeah, we'll put it back to them with only 4 minutes on the clock. We'll get the ball back. It'll be
Be all right.
okay.
We
Oh, no.
believe.
Josh Allen scored again. Who saw that coming?
Oh man, he's so handsome and good at football.
He's so handsome at football. He really is. Speaking of someone who's handsome, JJ McCarthy, but maybe not good at football. At least we're finding out. / revenge game for Sam Darnold, assuming he is also healthy for this game. I gotta go Seattle here. I
Oh, that
think.
is so much fun. Like, remember when you losers didn't sign me for this fucking rookie? What's up?
Yeah. What's up? Watch me come torch him. And you see Justin Jefferson getting a little frisky about not getting the ball now. It's dude, it's starting to look bad over there with the Vikings. But I
Well,
definitely
because
gotta go.
also now Justin Jefferson, it's like the first time in his career he's not a top 5 receiver. Or not like top 5 receiving yards. He's probably still a top 5 receiver, but still like it's
I don't know what's the deal. Like if you're JJ, just throw it to your best receiver. Like
yeah, you don't have to do all this defensive processing. You don't have to overthink it. You can literally throw it at him in the middle of like 3 defenders, and he'll just do like one hand catch, like
yeah,
go score. It'll
that's
be
what
okay.
Jameis Winston did with like Mike Evans for years, and like it's not great for the quarterback overall. Like you're probably gonna lose your job, but at least it'll be entertaining for everyone else.
All right, we'll love it.
Yeah. Yeah, as not Vikings fans. All right. We got Steelers and Buffalo Bills. As we mentioned, the Bills did come off a big win against the Bucks. We'll see what they do in Week 12, but I'm assuming they're on a roll coming into this game against the Steelers, who look okay, but they haven't really been able to beat any of the big boys yet. And I don't know if they're going to make it done against a pretty good Josh Allen team.
Yeah, no, I think the Bills are just one of those teams where it's just like, again, around who's really around Josh Allen? It's
Who
kind of
nobody, and
it's
that's like the crazy part that they were the receiver group that just torched the Bucks. It's like who are these guys? Who's Shevers? Who is that guy? Why is he catching ball? Ty Johnson, not doing much. Why is Ty
dude,
Johnson
like
like
even
burning a?
Kincaid is at like they don't even have or he's out. They don't have like
You know
their
what?
go-to tight end. Like
They just need to keep on like drafting pass rushers that we can also put into coverage. Because like you don't want your pass rushers pass rushing, Corey. It's better if you just put those guys who are like maybe slower. You want them on a really fast running back. That's some Todd Bowles defense right there that people
yeah,
just
you
don't.
want
You're not
your
on that
hefty
level, dude.
boys. Your
Yeah,
hefty boys that are like, you want them chasing someone that's like a good 50, 60 pounds lighter than them.
100%. And someone who's like really, really fast, like there's no way like an MVP would notice that matchup in a split second. Like there's no way he's not gonna notice that. Don't
But
worry, it'll be fine.
yeah,
It'll be
but
okay.
also like I think too people get too caught up in like, oh, you gotta have the right person for the right job. I think you
No.
just get an athlete and you just put him in the position.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
100%.
you know what we should really do is have like Vita Vea at safety. I think
I
that would
agree,
be
and
lit,
I get
bro.
Antoine Winfield rushing the passer,
Yeah, yeah, because if
dude.
Vita Vea was at safety, then like they wouldn't want to throw near him because they'd be so
Yeah.
scared he would like hurt their receiver. Like you just like
Right.
be like Legion of Boom 2.0, but just Vita Vea.
Yeah. 100%. I love it. Anyway, we got a little off track there, Corey, but we are going Buffalo Bills here because I think they're better than the Steelers. I don't know what to say really.
Yeah, no, I mean the Steelers are good, but the Bills are they're just
Better.
always going to be the Bills. As long as Josh Allen's there, they're going to be a problem.
Yep. All right, we got LA Chargers, which we will change if Josh Allen gets injured.
Right.
So anyway, LA Chargers, they drop one to the freaking who just beat them, the Jaguars. Right. So they lost to the Jaguars. We don't know what they're going to do in Week 12, but I'm assuming whatever it is, they're going to be better, good enough to beat Las Vegas, dude. All right, because Vegas is going to lose tonight to the Cowboys, so we can both get our picks right. And I
But
think they're
so
just going
the
to continue
the
the
Cowboys
losing
are going
ways.
to win, but oh my god is what's his name? Can I have Austin Gentry is going to have so many rushing yards. This is going to be his coming out party. Well, actually never mind.
Really.
Maybe not. We did just shore up our
Our line, yeah,
defensive
you
tackle.
got your boy
Yeah.
Quincy Williams.
Maybe one player will fix our entire defense,
And
Steven.
Logan Wilson. Don't forget Logan Wilson too.
Yeah, no, that guy who wasn't a starter on the worst defense,
No,
bring
he
him
was a
to.
starter. He absolutely was a starter. He just was getting benched a little bit apparently. But I don't know. I've heard controversial. Jay Money was saying he was having a bad season. NFL.com said he was having a good season or an average season. So I don't know, man. Who to believe? But I tend to believe Jay Money actually.
Maybe it'll all be okay.
Maybe it'll all
Maybe,
be okay. Maybe he'll shore up the defense core.
yeah, no, it could be great. Really, our biggest problem is the fucking safeties, dude. Like they just. Well, anyways, we're not even looking at that game right now. We're looking at this game, and I think the Chargers are definitely going to beat the Raiders.
Agreed. And we also are going to look at this Denver Broncos traveling to the Commanders. There's a lot of games this week
Why
that we're
is this
looking at
so
here.
close? I think the
Once again, I think you're like you said, these are dated picks because
dated
yeah,
picks.
I think the Denver is probably going to keep it super interesting and stress out. That's good sports, Brendan Perna, and he's probably going to freak out in his live feed and get all excited. But ultimately, they'll find a way to win in the fourth quarter like they always do. Jaden Daniels might actually be back for this game. No way, he fucked up his elbow. Dude. That
No,
dude's
dude,
fine. He's
he's out
out
for
for
the
the rest of the
season.
year. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's out for the season. So yeah, it'll be the Mariota-led Commanders. And I don't see
Mariota
him.
actually looking pretty decent.
I
Like
guess he
for who's
scored like
left on
16.
that team,
He scored like 16 points
but
against.
also who's left on that team. Like Terry's been out
He
for
still has.
weeks.
Oh,
Luke
is
is
Terry
out.
been out for a while? Well,
Uh,
I guess he's got Debo Samuel, dude. Remember?
Debo's doing okay. Debo's the only guy, but like I think even the running back Bill, that rookie, isn't he hurt or is he still around?
I don't pay attention enough to the Commanders, Corey, to tell you. I just know they're not going to beat Denver.
I know, I
They're not going to
know,
move the ball on that defense. It's
I
just
know.
not going to
Scary
happen.
Terry's out because I've had Scary Terry in
Mahomes couldn't
fantasy.
even really move the ball on this defense, dude. That's how we know how legit this Broncos defense is.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I gotta go Broncos here. I don't think Mariota is going to be the one to crack that. We got New England, who I think they're going into a bye week in Week 12, so they might even be more refreshed for this game against maybe a. I think it's still going to be a Jameis Winston-led Giants
We
team.
love
Which
to see it, dude.
we
We
love
love
it.
to see it so
We
much.
love it. I kind of want to look up his stats. We probably should have had that ready already. From his game against the Packers. Can you see how he did against the Packers, Corey? Because I bet it was like 5 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. That's what my
We're gonna
prediction
find out.
is. No, well, there was 20 points, so he definitely did some stuff at least. We're gonna say not a super high scoring game. We're gonna say 38 points. Why the heck not? Oh yeah, no, I'm not going Giants. What was I thinking?
Our
Obviously
boy
going.
Jameis Winston against the he made 11 points in fantasy.
No, it's
He
not good.
went 19 for 29, 201 passing yards, 1 interception, took 2 sacks, rushed it 3 times for 10 yards. And he had a rushing TD. Good for him.
Not the best day, but not the worst day
Also,
either.
apparently fumbled the ball, so he had 2 turnovers. He had a fumble and an interception.
Oh no, Jameis. Damn it, I was just about to say
Jameis.
decent day at the office. Oh well. Hey, but you know what? As he would say, and whether this is a real quote of his or not, it's just so confusing at this point about what's out there as his real quotes and what isn't, because he does say wild shit. But you know, you can't say the sky's the limit when we've put people on the moon. So
I think that's a real quote from
I
him.
think that is a real
I
quote
think
from
that's a
him.
legit one, dude. He says such legit stuff, dude. That guy is such a great future in
He's
media
the
whenever he's
prophet,
done.
dude. He is the prophet. I'm telling you. But
I
anyway, speaking of prophecies, that was us trying to prophesize what's going to happen. Not this week, Corey, but the following week while your boy's on tour. Badger will have to hold down the podcast for us, so stay tuned for the Badger only episodes where he will just basically stare into the camera. He might bark a little bit, but overall, his sports
he'll
analysis will come
forget
through in
you
his
have it
eyes.
up because he'll just fall asleep, and then like a neighbor will walk by and he'll be like, "Hi, fuck you, neighbor." He'll be like, "Where's that dog barking coming from?"
I just love how he's like looking over at you the whole time, like, what? No way.
A Badger only episode? When?
It's gonna be wild,
Who's
dude.
recording me while you sleep?
Who allows this kind of stuff for real? But anyway, Sports Talk Copy fans, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Our further predictions for Week 13. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing, because otherwise Corey gets sad. Like, he sends me
True, I do.
messages sometimes. He's like, "Dude, we didn't get any new subscribers. It's been so long." Ah,
I
and then
cry
he
myself to
cries
sleep.
in the voice
Every
message. I'm
night
like,
that
Corey,
we don't
you
get a
don't
new
have to
subscriber, I
send
just cry
me.
myself to sleep.
And I'm like, not every night you have to send me these crying voice memos, but he's just like, I have to.
I
It's in
have
my
to.
heart, and I gotta get it out. It's what he says.
You can't go to bed with sadness in your heart. You got to cry it out before you go to bed. It's a thing.
Everyone knows that, dude.
But then on the days where we get a subscriber, I get to go to bed happy.
Yeah. It's just happy messages from him. He starts telling me stuff like, "Dude, it's gonna be great.
Oh my god, the future's so bright.
The
Tomorrow's gonna
future's
be
so
such a great
bright."
day.
It only takes one subscriber to put a smile on Corey's
I
face.
know,
So
just the one.
be that guy today for Corey. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Sports
Just
Like Copy and
just
fans.
unsubscribe and resubscribe every day.
Yeah, that's
That'll
fine
do it.
too. We'll take that. But